we have some time left, I think, for a small discussion. If people have remarks or there are some, we can pass a mic or question. Yes.
Thank you, Fred. I have got a question about the. You mentioned during the presentation that a number of the institutions in the LACE network have either developed or adhere to open education policies or OER policies. Can you maybe elaborate on that a bit more? Like how many of those institutions have open policies in place, perhaps?
I think out of the 7, 3 I am sure about, where I saw the document. And I guess 2 more, but that would need some going to my desk again. But 3 out of 7 certainly, and I thought it were 5 in total, 5 out of 7. And we actually shared the open policy documents within the network, so the others have also seen these policy documents, but whether they have really officialized this is unknown to me. But these are policy documents that went to senior management or to the university board, where the university is committed to open learning and to supporting open educational resources or open courseware.
Fred, I have a question on your presentation before, because it was very intriguing. I think this about this knowledge development and the role of the student also in that. I remember that you were referring to the students not being passive but active and organizing themselves, not only on a personal level but also with other students, which is really good. I was wondering, is this further facilitated? Are universities aware of that or willing to facilitate that? Or is it something that is by some proactive students?
Well, at the moment, I think this is an underground movement in the sense that universities are not really aware about these possibilities that students organize themselves in that way. Many universities have organized student participation in decision-making already, and that works, I think. But the idea that students have an active say and an active structuring impact on the way that they learn is something new. It is normally the staff, the university, the faculty that discusses about how is our curriculum organized, how do we evaluate. There are some student representatives in these committees, that is true. But the fact that besides this, students are learning together more and more, and we see an influx of students that come to our libraries and learning commons to learn together and to work together, and this gets a more organized form that is, I think, a little bit unknown with university management.
Actually, it's a reflection of what is happening on gaining knowledge within a network for professors is happening in parallel then for students, but with a time lap now. So following actually the example of what professors are doing, so in a year or a few years you can expect that you have a network of professors and a network of students, knowledge networks, maybe even interacting with each other more structured than also. That could be
yes,
the next step.
To our surprise, I run a small master program on cultural studies with a few colleagues. And we do a lot of efforts to keep track of our students with an alumni working. And of course, it doesn't work. We do not get response. It's very difficult to get in touch with students. Now, I met a few months ago one of our most bright students who said to me, "Oh, so good that we have this active network of former students of this master program. And I said active network. And they actually have Facebook communities, Twitter, they have LinkedIn communities amongst each other. They didn't imply us in it.
They don't want a formal platform. They want their
They
own.
do not like a formal platform, but they find it very important that they are former students of our program. They are very proud of it. They share and they share experiences. And so I said, but why doesn't our formal thing doesn't work? And he said, it's quite simple because it's a formal thing. Yeah? That's the answer. It's. We will not even try to make it more formalized because now it works. It's a student network, and if you are happy to join, you are welcome. So there's no exclusivity. But I think this is the mindset that we should acquire. There are a lot of things that we are still doing as universities and that we shouldn't do, because these are practices of the past and they do not have a reality anymore. Students have these. So many opportunities to stay connected through the internet that they organize themselves on it. And the smartest ones, they really find new ways to set up networks, to share experiences. I'm quite sure about this. So maybe similar remarks in the room or... Or other comments? Then I think we might prepare for lunch if we are hungry. Okay, I thank you for this your attendance to this morning session, and we'll see each other back at 3:30. Okay, thank you.